4 full weeks of drawing every single day for this little June challenge. And honestly, it came with a lot of chaos, some actual growth, and a weird amount of emotion. I started this whole thing hoping to find something to keep me drawing consistently, and I kind of found exactly that. I kind of fell back in love with art again. How I used to feel when I was just doodling on the back of homework in middle school. Except now there's more muscle anatomy and some strange looking faces. This month really made me feel like I'm finally taking real steps forward. I'm still totally like an amateur, and yeah, my humans still sometimes look like they fell down a flight of stairs. But I've learned a lot. The biggest thing, it's okay to fail. As it turns out, I wasn't burnt out from drawing. I was just tired of failing and not knowing why. But now I get it. Failure is the learning. Also, referencing images, life-changing. I don't even know why I was not doing that. So let's break it down. Gesture drawing was week 1. It's my new obsession. I didn't think I'd love it so much, but I'm hooked now. I still warm up every day with at least a page of gestures. It's weirdly relaxing. It makes me feel like I know what I'm doing, even when I don't. Week 2, we worked on faces and heads. This one was tough, but also super fun. I realized I love drawing expressions. I still can't get the faces centered, and they don't look completely right, but honestly, who needs symmetry when you have emotion? I think Picasso would be a little proud of some of these pictures. Week 3, we worked on clothes, and I gotta be honest, this was an absolute failure of a week. There's no sugarcoating it. I was afraid to reference too much because I didn't want to just copy, and instead I just made my characters look like they're wearing like origami clothes. I've learned my lesson, reference now, understand later. I'm not going to be able to figure out the folds without, at least looking at what they should look like first. Week 4, it was all about finding a style, or trying to at least. With this one, didn't really stick, I guess. Because I think my fundamentals are still, they still need more leveling up before I can really play around with style. Which is fine, I'm not in a rush. Style just comes with time, like wrinkles, but cooler. Despite the hiccups, I'm honestly proud of what I did this month. I pushed myself. I went from tracing 3D models to drawing full figures on my own. That's a huge deal for me. I'm really starting to see my efforts show up on the page. It feels awesome. Next up is Art Fight, which I'm hyped for. I plan on posting 2 to 8 videos a month from now on. I know that's like a huge range, but I'm rolling with it. I think I want to stick with the format of, learning something for a few weeks and then sharing the whole messy experience with you all. Because I feel like that's more me than just trying to give you a recap every week. So yeah, thanks for being here. Seriously, all your kind words, advice, even just, this was cool comments. It means the world to me. If you've been drawing too, drop your progress below or your socials. I'll check out your stuff, I swear. We're in this weird art journey together and I'm glad you're here. Till next time, art friends.